20, I'm running on empty. There's more where that came from. My money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is. If you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Cunningham looking to throw. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cunningham. And the catch made by Johnson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Touchdown! Vernon Davis, 30 yards.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Morton Anderson now for the extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Next is Washington 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. James. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Cunningham from the gun. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good for a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On first down, it's James. He's to the 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 24 yards, and Washington is able to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
1st down and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jack Youngblood able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Namath. Got a man. It's Higbee, complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jack Youngblood able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Namath. He finds his man, complete. That's Holt. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Our home team, nothing.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Namath now from the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Washington 14. Our home team 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So that'll back them up 5. James. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle.
On second down now, it's James. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The 47-yard line.
Here's Namath. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. 53 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On second down, it's James, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Now Cunningham. And that is taken in by Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He's got Njoku over the middle, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. James. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Safety Ronnie Lott diagnosed that perfectly. Cunningham. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Alexander. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down now, it's Alexander. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's second down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Anderson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Play fake, now Namath. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with Allen. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Namath. That'll be caught by Kupp. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath. Now he steps away. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing is Namath. He finds his man, complete. It's Holt. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down, Namath. Escaping the pressure. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown. Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it up. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Namath to throw. Got a man, it's Jerry Rice. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Namath. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Nice completion, nice gain. Great tackle. Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here? That's the question. Let's see what they do. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Namath. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Namath to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's James, and he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Cunningham. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's good for a Washington. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Alexander. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Let's go! Interception.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.